Ain't they me, 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 báwo ni o jẹ́ wá, lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ṣẹ́ wá, okay, ain't they me ní Amẹ́ríkà ṣẹ́ wá, lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ṣẹ́ wá, ain't they me ní Lagos ṣẹ́ wá, lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tinola and thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I'm in kind of like an happy mood. I'm always in a happy mood by God's grace, and but because it is 8 days to my birthday, so I'm going to be 26 very soon on the 24th of April, which is next week Monday. So I'm going to be 26, and so today I thought I was going to be saying something very serious, but I decided to just come and share a fun fact around my birthday and everything, and just just say one or two things and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna be 26, and actually everything I do for my birthday is just it's just with words. I really don't party for my birthday or celebrate my birthday. Actually, the only thing I do to celebrate my birthday is to take pictures and give you people get. That's the only thing I do for my birthday, just to take pictures and to give you people my beauty. You understand? So and then I make myself happy. That's what I do for my birthday. And the reason why I don't do parties is not because of anything serious, or maybe because I don't have anything against parties or something. No, I was just somebody that I never got used to celebrating birthdays, right? And this is the reason. When I was born, my father, when I was born during the Nigeria Baptist Convention, and my father, being a pastor, Baptist pastor, went for the Nigeria Baptist Convention. So I am an Abidemi, that is, they gave birth to me in anticipation of his coming. So I'm an Abidemi, and so every year afterwards was always convention period. So my parents were usually not around during my birthday. So when your parents are not around, who will celebrate your birthday for you if your parents are not around? So the 1 year, 5 years, I have a picture for my second birthday, but it was just like a picture that I just took and everything. It wasn't a party thingy. So 1 year, 5 years, I never did. But my 10th birthday, by miracle, by the God that say, the God that is behind Tinola Susanna, that says that you got to celebrate birthday, you understand? That God did miracle for me, and I think that year they moved the convention to May. So my parents were able to throw a birthday party for me. It was like the best birthday party, I okay, so generally my siblings, for their birthday parties, you wear just one outfit, but for me they had to buy two. Though one of the outfits was family, it was native, and they bought it for everybody. But then it was majorly because of my birthday that they bought the native, the Guinea, for all of us. And so then I had a ready-made gown. That gown was cream color, and it had like a checker, wine and cream, something. I can still remember the picture of the coat. If anything, I'm not sure if I have the picture of that gown, but I would have actually started in my 10th birthday pictures here, but I don't have them close to me right now, so I can't do that. But then I remember my cake. My cake was white and red, square shape. The wrote Tinu is 10 with red color. Then there was 2 flowers diagonally on the cake, like that. So that was my birthday. Then every other thing happened. I can't remember. Kids party. And then the juice that I used to drink there is that juice that used to be inside that big bottle that you mix with plenty water. That juice can feed a whole village. So that was the juice, and so that was my 10th birthday. And after my 10th birthday, I never really got to celebrate any other birthdays like that. Or the 16, 18 or something never happened, and all of that. I think when I was 18, I was in school. When I was 18, I was in school, and all of that. So I just don't. I don't just know how to celebrate birthdays like that. I don't know how to throw parties for birthday, not because of anything. I never just got used to it. So and generally, people used to think that because I'm a hyper person, the one used to see, the one I used to see often is very hyper, and they think that I like parties. It's a lie. See, don't tell me to plan anything like party or events. Don't like. But I know I will get there. At least for my kids, they have to celebrate landmark. I can't be doing. Number one, I can't do parties every year. God have mercy. I can't do parties every year, but definitely there are landmarks and everything. So we'll definitely have to work around it. But I really don't do parties like that. For me, being bubbly is a switch. So I'm this type of person that I can be very quiet. I can stay in my house weeks if you just make available everything I need. I don't need to go anywhere. There is no compulsory. There is no church. I will stay in my house. There were times that now I'm even better. There were times I used to dodge outings. Like today, God have mercy on me. I was supposed to go somewhere, but I'm already changing my mind about going. Not because of I have some things to do also, but at the same time, that's just me. You have to try. You have to hold my neck and like Tinola, you are coming for this thing because I can change my mind last minute. That's me. So, but if you successfully drag me outside, sorry, you can't get the door me. Like I will give you. It's just a switch. I just switch to that very bubbly part of me and all of that. But generally, I really don't like parties. I don't like big. I don't like people around me like so much parties. I really don't. But so that's that about my birthdays. I really do celebrate my birthdays. Oh, then another thing that people do right now is wish list. I thought I was going to release. I actually wrote a wish list for this year, but I didn't just feel like releasing it. I've never felt like releasing a wish list ever. I don't know why. I don't have anything against wish lists, but personally, I think I've not just gotten comfortable to releasing a wish list. So sorry, the wish list never made it. Even on my IG story, I said I was going to I used to release my wish list this year, but I didn't drop it. So well, that's just that. But then recently I started seeing posts about some people getting sad about when on their birthdays, and God helping me, I think that I phased out of being sad on my birthdays, sort of, from the age of 22. From the age of 22, when I was about to clock 22. And that's why I know people will look at, you're just 20 something. Why should you be, you still have life before you. The issue is, every one of us have expectations, you already have the things that you plan for your life when you want things to happen and everything. So when they are not happening, those are like the things that actually make you like feel sad. Not because you don't know that you still have years before you, but like for me at 22, why was I sad at 22? Because I had planned that by 23, 24 max I would have been married. You get me? And I started school early, finished early. I already started photography. The plan was like, I would be the dream in my head is that I would be a young photographer and everything, making money. But by the time I was close to 22, first of all, relationship. I got out of a relationship I was in February. That time was around March. I just finished service year. So I got on from service year March. So I got a relationship like February and all of that. So it was as if God, so I want to get married 23, 24. Where would the guy come from? Or where would I start from? Sort of something like that. And after that, the whole photography thingy. Number one, I don't have money to invest into photography. And if you know what photography is not a joke. I don't have money to invest into photography, and I don't know who I'm going to go and ask to come and give me money. And every time I think about the whole plan I had from the onset was that I was going to work for like 2 years max and save up and invest into photography. But at the time I finished, I started sensing that God didn't want me to work, because every time I think about working, I just always felt a sense of frustration. So I knew that I wasn't going to work with my certificate. So I had to make a decision of what I was going to do in my life. So how would I start? How would I get it running and everything was one of my problems. But God helping, before my birthday that year, things just started like lightening up, and God was taking me in baby steps. Oh, one of the things that made it very terrible was because it was as if I was not hearing God. So my relationship with God was just, that time it was like ripped, sort of. So before I clocked 22, God started taking me back, like in baby steps, teaching me how to work according to His pace. So I started learning, and 2019 down to this point has been like a learning phase for me. Those are the times that I was single, and as much as I tried to look for a relationship to get into, none. I was not able to get into any, and all of that. So it was a period of grooming. It was a period of learning to, be whole, to find my words, to define myself, to find joy in myself, not in my status, not in people around me, but in myself, and being happy by myself and everything. So that happened. So 22, when I started, taking things, easy, and in bit with God. And I think at the age of 22, that was when I started taking pictures for my birthday, because I remember that day. It was on the 23rd of April, and I did plan that I was going to take pictures. I never used to take pictures on my birthday, but that day I just told my sister. I gave my sister the camera. My siblings has always been my photographers. I just gave my sister the camera, and I went into my younger brother's wardrobe. I went to go look for one of his clothes. I love my outfit, actually. I love a little bit of masculinity in the way I dress. So I went to go look for my brother's outfit. That was what I wore for my 22nd birthday. 23rd birthday, it was COVID period. I was at home. My sister made a dress for me. I did my rubbish makeup myself, and I I took pictures by myself. I think it was my brother, my immediate younger brother, that took the pictures for my 23rd birthday. Yes. Then 24th to 2021. That time I just started working where I work presently. So, and some of my friends sent me cupcakes. So it was also something at home that it was a Saturday or something. So it was just a very good day to 20 when I was 25 was like, that year where you feel like, oh my god, you're 25. And that day I just laid on the floor, thank God, when it was like 12 a.m. I just thank God for the years that I've spent. And it was a Sunday, but one of my friends came to surprise me. I didn't know he was coming to. I was already going to church. He just called me that where was I, and he decided to come drive me to church. And after service, we decided to just hang out, and it was really a good day, a fun day that I didn't plan for me. So So sort of like a celebration happened for my 25th, but it wasn't planned. It wasn't anything I planned. It was just friends saying, okay, so now we're going out and everything. So that was my 25th, and now it's 26 again. For me, it just close to my birthday. I've been excited about my birthday since January. Since January, I've been excited about my birthday. So it's still going to be the same thing. I definitely don't create an atmosphere of sadness around me. And one of the things I've learned to do is to learn to thank God. So it might seem, that's why I choose the word seem. It might seem as if you don't have things to thank God for, because there are things that you think that you should have achieved at that particular age that you've not achieved and everything. But one of the things that you should need to learn to do is to thank God for the things that He has done in your life. Because your birthday that you're celebrating you're actually celebrating the years that you've spent. So I'm going to be 26. It means that I've spent 26 years on earth, right? So why not look back at the 26 years that I've spent and thank God? Pick out things to thank God for, right? Pick out things to thank God for. I'm single, but I thank God I'm not in a relationship that is giving me headache. Glory be to Jehovah. Every relationship that I've cut off from, I'm not regretting any one of it, because I can see God like it's like So I thank God for all of those things. And another thing that I do is to look ahead into what He has for me. One of the things that keeps me going is I know that, and if we say God has great plans for my life, and I will shock the world. Yeah. So God has great plans for my life. So one of the things that gives me hope or keeps me going is to look into the plans that He has for my life for the future. So no matter what my life looks like right now, I don't define myself by what I look like right now. I define myself by what God has, in store for me in the future, by what God has said concerning my life in the future. So that is how I define my life. That is how I control my today. I don't control my today by, how I look or the stage I am in presently or what I have presently and everything. Forget it. I'm looking ahead. The future is, the goal is to look ahead. So just learn to thank God for the things that He has done. Look into the future and define your today by the future. So even if it seems as if you don't have anything to thank God for at that day, even if it seems as if you are broke, like you're broke to the last kobo, right? If you have heard God concerning your life and you know the things, the promises that God has given you concerning you, carry those promises and see yourself, insert yourself into those promises and envision yourself in those promises for your today, right? Envision yourself in those promises for that very day. So, and another thing is I control the atmosphere around me. I dance. First, on the 1st of April, before it was 12 when it was 12 a.m., I was already dancing. I was like, hey, I was already hyped for like, oh my God, I'm waiting for 000. I was going to church the next day. Was I going to church? I think yes now. But I was just like, I was hyped for, okay, 000. And by the time it was 12 o'clock, I went to go and look for Emma. Oh my God. I'm on April. If you are born in April, stand up. I'm allowed to hear okay. And this time I looked by myself, I was dancing, like I was jumping, I was dancing. And so that's one thing that I do. I control the atmosphere around me. So I set the tone around me. I dance. I don't need to, nobody needs to come and give me, I create happiness for myself. And another thing is rely on the Spirit of God for joy. See, happiness is defined by the things that happen around you. So if things are not going a particular way, that's when you feel sadness, because sadness is controlled by emotions, but joy is not controlled by emotions. Joy is from the Holy Spirit. So, and it lives within you. So you have to learn to control your mood by joy, not by emotions, right? Not by emotions that is determined by the things that happen around you. So for me, even if I'm broke, I'm always the happiest when I'm broke. And I feel like, okay, God, like it's, but I never, even when it seems as if, I think I'm, diving into sadness or whatever and everything, I pick myself back up again and I just control the atmosphere around me. And I drive everything that I do from the place of joy, So thank God for the things that He has done. Look into the future to define your today for that very day, for your birthday. Declare the promises that God has given you concerning your life. If you don't have any, that is the time for you to sit down and ask God, what have you said concerning my life? And seek God for what He has for you for that year. Then also control the atmosphere around you. Make yourself joyful. Dance, even if you don't have things to eat, or you don't have all these, the way people do online and think that, this is the way you celebrate your birthday. Dance on your own and eat what you have. Then also learn to rely on the Holy Spirit and rely on joy. Rely on the Holy Spirit. Rely on joy. Control yourself, control your mood that very day with the joy. So that's just all I've come to say. So I've said fun fact around my birthdays and just to give a word for you. And so if you're approaching your birthday or approaching a particular point in time, even this applies to every day of your life, right? That it might seem as if you're about to, dive into sadness and all of that. Learn to control the atmosphere around you. You have the power to control the atmosphere around you. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you so much. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and see you next time. See you next Sunday or Saturday. But see you next time. God bless you.